Hey everybody, it's your boy Big L PhD. Thank you so much for checking out, and tuning into this particular video. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. We're gonna jump right into the conversation here. I want to have a conversation. Forgive me, I'm outside. I'm out relaxing, just kind of chilling out. No car today, no drive today. I wanted to really try to delve into this. So if you hear some outside sounds, that's why I'm just outside enjoying the nice weather. So I wanted to have a conversation about the role that males play in children's lives, and it's becoming very much aware to me and other individuals that there is a serious dearth and problem within men, masculinity, and the role that we play within the world. I think that we have lived in and living through a time when males and masculinity have been downtrodden and downplayed, and I think that we're reaping the harvest of those fruits that have been sown. A friend of mine, we were having a conversation the other just a little while ago, not very long ago, as I record this, and we were discussing, exactly what I'm talking about here, which prompted me to make this video. There is a dearth of strong male positive role models that are interacting within the lives of their children, and that is having dire consequences for the roles that are going forward. Now, this channel, I'm not focusing on men. I'm focusing on insecurities, making and maximizing you, self-awareness, self-assuredness, self-estimation, self-efficacy, trying to make sure that you are the best version of yourself that you can be. And one of the things that we know, statistically, we know this scientifically, is that fathers, instill a certain level of bravado and confidence within men. I'm not saying that women can't do it, but I'm saying that we know that men do it. And so anyone who tells you different is just not is just not being honest with you. We live in a day and time where the role again of men, masculinity, maleness has been labeled toxic or has been labeled negative, unnecessary. And so I think again we're reaping we are reaping not the benefits but the fruit of those harvests that have been sown, and I think it's very destructive. And I think that that progress and the destructions are going to continue to be manifested, in particular for black men. Make this channel for everyone, but in particular for black men. Black men fought for the right to be called, not to be called boy, and to be called a man. If you see any protest signs from the 1960s where they talk about "I am a man," that's what they were talking about. They wanted to be men. That was in the 1960s. Fast forward 50 years, we're in 50, 60 years now. We are in an era where it's not cool to be a man. It's not cool to be masculine, and I have a very serious problem with that. And I think that if you want to raise a good, strong, solid society, then you should have good, strong men within your society. Point blank, period, full stop. You got to have good, strong men within your society in order to have a strong society. I want to say a message to the fathers. You know, you can replay this on Father's Day if you want. But if you're a father, be active and be present in your child's life. Be active and be present as much as possible within your child's life. It's not good enough just to be a father. It's not good enough to have their name on a birth certificate. It's not good enough to send money, but you have to be emotionally, physically present in order to guide them, to help them make decisions. We are running into a dearth of men, a crop of men who don't know how to make decisions, who can't stand by decisions, who waver and waffle, who are not strong in their masculinity, not strong in their command presence, who don't have what it takes in order to get the job done, and they're running into people. They're running into other individuals who, because of their lack of security and insurety or unsureness about themselves, don't place any surety or trust or confidence in them. And so men have to have confidence put in them. And so you have to build upon those things. So this is a conversation about the men. I'm not going to whataboutisms about other individuals. I'm having a conversation about men. I'm having a conversation about black men in particular, men in general. Black men in particular have fought for the right to be called man and to be male. And so we need to own that and embrace that, and not accept the titles or labels of toxic and etc. Stand strong in your masculinity. Be assured and rest in who you are. As you all know about my time in law enforcement, you had to have a certain level of command presence as a police officer, period. You have to, and then I ran into people who were politicians and others higher up sectors of society, school principals and business leaders and business owners, et cetera, et cetera. My time within working in university system, I've run into highly educated people and all that. And I've also, obviously, being a police officer, run into some people that you would not want to run into in a dark alley. All that being said, all these different types of people, the one common denominator between the success of individuals and their lack of success has been the presence of a father, presence of a positive male role model. Positive male role model. It doesn't necessarily have to be a father, yes. Uncles, stepfathers, godfathers, deacons, pastors in church can all count. Positive male role models and influences. When those are lacking, that is when trouble happens. And to me, I've said, you can be an absent father is just an absent father. Whether you're never there, I've never met my father a day in my life. Never met my father a day in my life. Don't know who the man is. But I run into police officers who didn't have their father figures in their lives. I run into other police officers who were not themselves father figures, because even though they had children, even though they lived in the house with the children. Even if they had children, and even if they lived in the house with the children, they worked all the time. They worked overtime. They were in the bars. They were running out with their boys, making contacts and connections in order to advance their careers. So an absent father is an absent father, period. And it has destructive results for the children. An absent father who is, running, following out the politics. I grew up in church. The church, the type of church organization that I was a part of, right? They would hop or go from church to church, doing speaking engagements. There's a reason that preachers' kids are called the worst kids, because they were neglected by their parents. So an absent father, whether you're a police officer, whether you're a preacher, whether you're a politician, what it is about those P jobs, right? Whether you're, a school teacher, school administrator, you're chasing the bag. If you're not inputting, implanting, helping, benefiting your children, then you are failing your society, failing your community, failing your family. You're failing your family, you're failing your community, you're failing society, and eventually you're going to fail the state. And we're going to grow up with a bunch of individuals, male and female, who lack self-control, who lack self-confidence, who lack self-regulation, who lack self-esteem. Go back and watch Kirk Franklin's, the singer, the gospel singer Kirk Franklin's interview. It's 45 minutes long or something like that on YouTube. He said something that really, really resonated with me. And he said that he had won Grammys and all these different awards and accolades, but when he was in a room of people, he felt as if he was the most insecure person. So it doesn't matter what you look like on the outside, doesn't matter how much bravado someone presents, no matter how much self-confidence, no matter how many accolades and awards and degrees and all this, certificates and licenses, and how much people praise are heaped upon them. You never know the inner demons that someone is dealing with. So, and if you want to raise a generation, help a generation not to have these inner demons, then be a present, active role model within their life. As a father, as a man, as an uncle, as a godfather, as a preacher, as a pastor, as a school counselor, as a coach, be a present, active member in society and help these young children to grow up with a belief and a knowing that they can achieve whatever they put their minds to. So I'm going to leave it off right there. I hope I said something that made it clear and convincing that we need strong male leadership, strong male role models in this world. We're living in a time when it's being pushed aside and cast as unnecessary. I reject that wholeheartedly. I think that that is disgusting, quite honestly. Men have literally built the world. The infrastructure, the lights, the laying down of cables. We do the deep sea fishing. We have laid the cables in the oceans. We have climbed the highest mountains. We have cut down trees. African slaves did a lot. Chinese slaves, excuse me, Chinese workers, building railroads. It's all been men. And to enter into an industrial age, and for other people to try to say that we, as a subset of the species, are not necessary, I find to be extremely problematic, and I think that we're going to reap the whirlwind if we don't take a corrective course of action about how we treat our young boys, how we treat our young girls, and let them know that we are a complementary, we are in a complementary relationship one with another. I can't do it without you. You can't do it without me. So let's stop with the arguing and craziness, and let's get together and let's figure this thing out for the betterment and the improvement and the continuance of our species. Um, so, so take that, sprinkle, sprinkle, take that, drizzle, drizzle. Let's get it together. Um, let's get it together, and let's build our confidence and believe in ourselves. I hope I said something that resonates and that you can take with you as you go about your daily journey. Thank you for checking out this video. Make sure that you hit the rate, subscribe, and share button. Much love and peace, everyone.